good news, your group's finally at home. Tough news is all three opponents have top 6 records in the East. Just how much of a challenge is it for this group, and how much do your guys embrace that?
I think it's good. I think it's a great opportunity to see where we stand on things, test it against some of the better defenses as well as the better offenses. So it's a good test to see where we are. So I think it's a great opportunity for us.
You guys will see Joel Embiid this time. The type of season he's putting together, just how impressive is it when you look at it on film?
Well, MVP caliber, and obviously him winning it, last year says a lot about what he's capable of doing and what he continues to be capable of doing. I mean, he's a matchup nightmare for a lot of people, and with us, it's going to be done by committee, different ways, different bodies. Got to throw fresh bodies at him all the time, different looks. But he's finding different ways to score, and then he's got the cast around him has done a fantastic job of playing when he's been out, but also he's entrusting them to make plays as well.
Still a small sample size, but the amount of games, the amount of minutes he's played for Markelle Fultz has continued to grow. How would you assess what you've seen from him on the court so far?
Well, he's gotten better every game. I think the level in which he's done of pushing the pace of the ball, getting into the basketball defensively, all the little things that we're asking him. But it's a small sample size. We'll have to look at it more as we continue to move on.
In terms of Franz, is it just a matter of him practicing? Is that challenging when you don't get a lot of practices in?
Well, anybody coming back from an injury, you want to test out to see where they are before you throw them in 5-on-5. And hopefully in the next day or so, he'll be able to get up and down a little bit and play some more with physical contact against not just the coaches, but some of these guys out here.
When you're kind of bringing guys back from injury, obviously you kind of have to do it on the fly because the schedule doesn't stop. But how do you find that balance between making sure that they're in, that they're able to help the team and making sure that they're doing the things they need to do to kind of get back to the team?
Well, our medical staff does a tremendous job of making sure that they're in the right amount of conditioning, not pushing them too hard, but knowing that when they get those 5-on-5 minutes that they're able to play when they step in the game. But then that's the other part of when you have a guy on a minute restriction, you want to make sure that they're working their way back in the right way. And our group does a great job of understanding what that looks like, and the chemistry is going to be different as different guys step back in the lineup. But again, it's part of how we play that will make us successful.
When those minutes started to come up, do you feel like he's close to being off the minute restriction, or where do you see?
Yeah, part of that is how they respond, the next day. If there's a level of soreness or something different that we want to look at, then I'll base it on the next game and see how we go from there. But it's going to be a continuous feel to see how the game's being played, as well as how they pull up after the game.
Coach, last night it was a record night for Osceola. He scored a franchise record in points. Jet Howard and Kevon Harris, who are back, were part of that. Just how special was it that they were able to get that experience last night?
Well, I heard you on the broadcast, so that was really good, and I listened to them on what they've done. I mean, I know the franchise record was 141, but they scored 153. TQ has a triple-double. Jet comes out, has 32. Kevon plays well. Mac has a double-double, passing the basketball. Kevon did a great job. He and I joked afterwards on the text message about some of the layups and the block dunk that they got on him. I just thought it was great. I really thought it was really great that they came out there, played well, played together, played free. Coach Dillon is doing a tremendous job with that group over there.
And Paolo Banchero moved up another spot yesterday in the All-Star voting. Just how great is it to see that he's getting more national recognition?
I think it's good that he's being recognized for that, because he is that for our team. He is that for this league. He impacts winning. He impacts the way in which we play, and I think it's only going to get better and better from here.
What's the message to someone like Anthony Black, who obviously is a rookie, or started so many games with Markelle Fultz being out for a while? As you rework the rotations, he only played one possession in Atlanta, but the last 2 games he didn't play a ton. What's the message to him, and how does he stay? Obviously, going to a couple games. How does he stay involved still?
Well, that's and I say it over and over again. It's the beauty of this group that the guys that if you're not necessarily right away in the rotation, it changes. As we've seen this season has gone on. The first 4 games we had a, what you want to call a full healthy roster. Changes were made, and then we had a different lineup. So it's going to be that because of the NBA season. So the message to everyone, not just Anthony, is you want to make sure that you just stay ready no matter what, because your number is going to get called. And that's part of being a pro, that's part of the NBA, that's part of the season. Just being ready when your number's called, and he does a great job. Our coaches do a fantastic job of keeping these guys ready, as you've seen as we've changed lineups throughout this year so far.
And in regards to Jet, obviously he's in the D League a lot. What do you tell him in terms of staying ready?
Well, he's staying ready down there. It's invaluable what he's getting with the minutes down there. I mean, he has 32 2 nights in a row. His ability to make plays, defend at a high level, because the pace there is a lot faster than the NBA, so his recognition is coming a lot faster. I really just think it's just staying ready wherever you are. Same with Kevon, same with TQ. All these guys have to know that their moment will come. It's just a matter of time and being ready when that moment hits.